Hiya lovelies, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Linz. So we're going to get straight into it today. I am going to be making a mozzarella and basil stuffed chicken breast wrapped in smoky bacon. So I'm going to show you how we're doing it. And I'm very prepared today. Look, I have gloves. So these are a fairly biggish sized chicken breast. I was quite surprised when I took them out of the packet that they are as big as they are. But what we're basically going to do is we're going to try and make a kind of opening in the chicken breast. You are going to need a sharp knife for this. You can try and do it with maybe a pair of scissors to cut into it, but you know, just need to be quite careful. I'm normally quite good with my knife skills, so it's not too bad. So just something along the likes of that there, we can see. That one might not be very deep, but it will be fine. Now, in this bowl here, I have it was the really cheapest one I found in Lidl. It's the mozzarella ball that's kind of, you know, in the pack, it's got the liquid in. So I just drain that out, and all I've done is I sprinkled some dry basil over the top of that mozzarella ball there. So that's that. I don't add anything like salt or anything like that. It's just what we've got. You know, you can add your own salt at the end if you need to. And if you've been here before, it's that time of day again where everybody, all the dogs decide they need a drink. So. Try and get it all in there. I don't want to waste any. And who doesn't like cheese, in fairness? So we'll just get rid of that over there for a minute. Now, being kind of prepared, she says, here I have some streaky bacon. Now, again, this is just the cheapest one I found in Lidl when I was in last week. And all I am literally going to do is pop the cut side down. We're going to wrap these bits around to make it into a type of parcel. Will it fit? These are big chicken breasts. And flip it back. Now, I already have the drawer here. I'll show you that in more detail in a moment. We just finish off this. So, oh, my cheese is sticking out. But if it comes out in bubbles, won't that be all the better? So that's them. They're very hefty portions. This could do 4 people. Right, I'm just going to go and clean up, and then I will be back and we're going to start cooking. Now, that is them in there. They're massive, aren't they? Maybe it's because I'm just so used to seeing small ones. So I'm going to pop it in here now at this stage. I am going to advise, if you have one, please use a thermometer, because these times and temperatures are going to vary depending on the size of your chicken breasts and bits and pieces like that, but the cooking temperatures will be the same. So please just make sure you have something like this. What will I do? I'm just going to go onto the air fryer mode at this stage, because there's a lot of you that watch that just have the air fryer mode and don't have the rest. I'm coming down to 180°C. I will put Fahrenheit up the top, and I'm going to go, do you know what? I'm going to leave it at 20 minutes. We're going to see. I've done something similar, but they weren't quite as big. So we'll see how this goes. We'll check the temperature, and yeah, we'll just get on with it. This has just finished its 20 minutes, and we're going to have a look. So there we go. Oh, look at all that cheese trying to come out. Now, I'm looking for an internal temperature of over 74 Celsius. I think that's about 160, 165 Fahrenheit. Not there. No, I'm only coming in, the highest I was getting there was 61. So I'm going to pop, I'm going to pop this back in again. So I'm going to go back onto air fry again, down to 180. I'm going to put it on for, let's see, put it on for another 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and check. Okay, so this has had another 5 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, we're there now. I'm getting, the lowest I've got is 75, which is 1 over. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to take these out of here now, and I just want to, oh that cheese. I just want to leave them just to kind of sit there and sort of relax a little bit while I get on with finishing off what I've got to go with it. So what I am doing with it is just some pasta shells and some of my homemade pasta sauce. I'm going to put, if I remember, I'm going to put a link up here for it. Now, it's done in the Instant Pot, so if you have the Instant Pot, you can make that as well. But I'll be back, and we're going to have to cut in, and we're going to have to do the taste test because so many of you requested it. So yeah, this is it. My mozzarella, basil, stuffed chicken breast wrapped in smoky bacon, and just some shells with some of the pasta sauce. Once again, I've got loads of this, so I can have some tomorrow. But what I'm going to do, we're going to go straight down the middle. We'll have a look in there. Hold on. You see that? We'll just take a little bit. Want to make sure you get some of that yummy cheese that's still very hot. The smokiness of the smoky bacon has flavoured through that chicken, and it is still really juicy. It is just so nice. Another way you could do that is if you wanted to, if you had even a jar of pasta sauce or something along them lines, once you've kind of got it halfway cooked, obviously you'd need to put it into a container, an air fryer safe container like one of the glass dishes we use, and you could put your tomato sauce in with it then and finish it off cooking. The biggest thing to know about this one is just making sure your internal temperature is fine, and I'm just really funny about that with meats. And obviously, you know, it depends on the size of your chicken breast you're going to be using, but that for me is winner winner chicken dinner. Oh no, Linz, and there she goes again. It's getting quite late here in the evening, and if you've been here before, you will know that's around that time of day that my brain just doesn't work anymore. So lovelies, once again, thank you so much for spending time with me in the kitchen. It really, really does mean the world to me. If you just do me a big favour and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not already. It is completely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And who knows, you might like some of my other recipes, which normally pop up somewhere around now. So lovelies, wherever you are, have a fantastic day, and I shall see you all on the next one. Speak to you down in the comments. But for now,